political drama refuses to die down in the country with a series of sensational development every 24 hours. In the early afternoon yesterday, it all seemed that Gandaki province was going to match the political fiasco at the centre as outgoing Chief Minister Prithvi Subba Gurung took a leaf out of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's book to stake his claim to form the new provincial government. The dramatic turnaround finally ended with Nepali Congress candidate Krishna Chandra Pokhrel appointed as the Chief Minister by early evening yesterday. Good morning, I'm Sarah Chitrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. The newly appointed Chief Minister of Gandaki Province, Krishna Chandra Pokhrel, administered oath of office and secrecy. The Chief Minister says curbing corona and overall development his top priority. 5 former premiers allege executive head KP Sharma Oli of repeatedly attacking the constitution, urge countrymen to remain vigilant against any possible foreign interference. G7 leaders seeking to rival China adopt B3W campaign to support lower and middle income countries in building better infrastructure. And Czech Republic's Barbara Krejcikova becomes the new champion at French Open. Football action enters third day at Euro Cup. The newly appointed Chief Minister of Gandaki Province, Krishna Chandra Nepali Pokhrel, took the oath of office and secrecy yesterday. Provincial Chief Sita Kumari Paudel administered the oath to the Chief Minister yesterday evening. Along with the Chief Minister, 4 other ministers took the oath of office and secrecy. The newly appointed ministers are Kumar Khadka from Nepali Congress, Madhumaya Adhikari from Maoist Centre, while Harisharan Acharya represented Jata Samajwadi and independent lawmaker Rajiv Gurung alias Deepak Manange. The Chief Minister Nepali Pokhrel, who assumed the office yesterday itself, signed 2 decisions regarding disaster management and free treatment for women suffering from cancer of the breast and ovary. Chief Minister Nepali Pokhrel said that his priority now would be curbing the threat of coronavirus and overall development of Gandaki province. 5 former Prime Ministers have alleged executive head KP Sharma Oli of repeatedly attacking the constitution. The 5 former Prime Ministers jointly issued a press statement yesterday urging everyone to remain vigilant against what they said any possible foreign interference in the country. However, no clarifications on the claimed interference has been made in the press statement. More in this report.
Former Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba, Pushpa Kamal Dahal, Madhav Kumar Nepal, Chalanath Khanal and Baburam Bhattrai have accused Premier Oli of ambushing Federal Republic democracy and rule of law in the country. They have also urged government administrations, security bodies, among all government bodies, not to support the caretaker government in its modus operandi. The 5 former Prime Ministers have alleged Premier Oli of displaying unprecedented lust for power following the budget announcement through ordinance, self-delivery of program and policies, formation of task force for amendment of constitution without national agreement and cabinet restructuring at his will. The press release has also flagged the government decision of exporting sand and stones from Chure region to minimize trade deficit. The former premiers have jointly called on the government to immediately revoke the excavation plan. It may be recalled that despite the Supreme Court reinstating the dissolved House of Representatives on 23rd of February earlier this year, the former Prime Ministers portrayed Premier Oli as autocratic, arrogant and whimsical for dissolving the House of Representatives for the second time.
The country continues to reel under coronavirus as 61 deaths due to coronavirus were registered yesterday, taking the COVID-19 death tally to 8,366. Meanwhile, the total number of COVID-19 cases in the country has reached 606,778 as 2,382 more individuals tested positive for the virus. The total infected includes 61% males and 39% females. According to the Health Ministry, 14,494 tests through the PCR method were carried out. 6,295 individuals registered full recovery, taking the recovery tally to over 5.2 million and the recovery rate to 86.88%. The death rate stands at 1.37%. Based on the latest reports by the Health Ministry, 65,953 of the infected are currently in home isolation, 1,206 in intensive care units and and 373 on ventilator support. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the members of the Provincial Assembly in Sudur Paschim Province what they thought of the government's policy of excavating and exporting stones and sand from Chure region. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
समग्र तराईवासी मात्र हैन पहाडलाई पनि अप्ठ्यारो पर्दछ मैले यसरी बुझेको छु र यो सत्यता हो पनि यो बुझाइ त्यसैले यो चाहिँ गलत नीति नै हो गलत नियत नै हो त्यसैले चाहिँ यसको चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ कुनै हालतमा पनि यसको स्वागत गर्न सक्दैनौँ
व्यापार घाटालाई पूर्ति गर्नको लागि सूर्य क्षेत्रबाट निकासी गर्ने जो कुरा गिट्टी बालुवा ढुङ्गाको कुरा गरेको छ यो राष्ट्रघाती कुरा
सूर्य संरक्षण राष्ट्रपति कार्यक्रम भनेर सरकारले नै स्वीकार गरेका कार्यक्रम हो एउटा कानुन त्यो हुँदा हुँदै अर्को कानुन यो बीचमा यो ढंगले ल्याउनु भनेको यो ठुलो एक किसिमको भूल भएको छ यसलाई तुरुन्तै सच्याउनु पर्छ
जुको दिनमा त्यो एक खालको मर्का चाहिँ छँदै नै थियो तर अब हामी ठुलो समस्याहरू पर्छ र हामीलाई फेरि यसले चाहिँ एकदम विकराल रूपहरू लिन्छ भन्ने कुरामा चर्चित छन् यो कुरा चाहिँ अहिलेको नीतिले चाहिँ राम्रो सन्देश चाहिँ गएको छैन
सही ढंगले व्यवस्थापन गर्ने कुरोमा लाग्यो भने मात्रै यो सम्भव छ हैन भने अहिले बगिरहेका नदीनालाबाट मात्रै उठाएर लैजाने हो भने यो चुरेलाई सफा पार्ने बाहेक अरु कुनै देखिदैन
भोलि तराई पनि डुब्छ र प्रकृतिका स्रोत र साधन सुन्दर हाम्रो पहाड अति सुन्दरलाई पनि चाहिँ यसले दुर्गामी असर पर्ने भएको हुनाले यो नीतिको घोर भत्सना छ यो गलत छ तुरुन्त सरकारले चाहिँ यसलाई फिर्ता गर्नुपर्छ
प्राकृतिक स्रोत साधनलाई चाहिँ दोहन गरिकन राज्यका जनताको पालन पोषण गर्नेतिर म लागिराखेको छु भनेर डिक्लेरेसन गर्छ त्यो देशको सरकार जनताप्रति त्यहाँको प्रकृतिप्रति त्यहाँको राष्ट्रियताप्रति कति संवेदनशील छ भन्ने कुराहरुको यो अन्तिम यो सरकारको चितकार हो
It's time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. Here's the question, what's your take on the delay in providing free textbooks despite the academic session around the corner? Your options are A, bureaucratic delays, B, no preparations, and C, if there's a will, there's a way. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good day.